Hello! Welcome to our channel. Today we will explore another fascinating story. Be sure to like, comment, share, and watch the other videos on the channel. Let's get started, guys. The war that changed money. The financial impact of World War I, 1914-1918, was one of the most transformative events in modern history, not only from a military and political perspective, but also from an economic perspective. The conflict forced countries to rewrite their financial policies, destroying old systems and creating new ways of dealing with money. The impact was so profound that its consequences still echo in today's economic system. Before the war, the global economy was heavily based on the gold standard, a system that guaranteed that currencies had value backed by gold reserves. However, the war imposed such a high cost that nations soon realized that maintaining this model would be impossible. The need to finance gigantic armies, purchase equipment, and maintain logistical operations led governments to start issuing money without control. The United Kingdom, for example, which before the war was the world's financial center, saw its public debt rise from 25% to 130% of GDP. Germany, without access to large financial reserves, began printing marks uncontrollably, paving the way for the hyperinflation that would come in the 1920s. The United States, on the other hand, took advantage of the war to become a global creditor, lending billions to the Allies and consolidating the dollar as the global reference currency. The war also changed the way central banks operated. The Bank of England, which had previously limited itself to regulating the currency based on gold, began to manipulate interest rates and directly influence the economy. This change marked the beginning of the modern era of monetary policy, in which governments began to intervene more aggressively to control crises. Another crucial impact was the effect of the war on inflation. With the lack of supplies and the high demand for basic goods, prices soared. In Germany, for example, inflation began to spiral out of control soon after the war, culminating in the extreme hyperinflation of 1923. The price of a loaf of bread, which before the war cost 0.30 marks, reached 200 billion marks. This destroyed people's trust in money and government, facilitating the rise of Nazism years later. The post-war economic reconstruction was also marked by challenges. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed a huge war reparation on Germany. The country was forced to pay the equivalent of hundreds of billions of dollars in today's money, which further deepened its economic crisis. Other European countries also struggled to recover, paving the way for the economic instability that would lead to the Great Depression of 1929. The First World War was a turning point for the global economy. It showed that money did not have to be limited to gold, gave more power to central banks, and laid the foundations for the modern financial system. However, it also taught that monetary mismanagement could lead to chaos, with devastating consequences for millions of people.